that was me clapping for sync, and that will make sense in a little bit. Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Thanks for tuning back in. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can really easily sync audio and video in Final Cut Pro. So that's going to be with a external audio recorder like the Zoom H1N. It's going to have the microphone that I've got attached to my camera, and it's also got a second camera angle. Yeah, they're both really simple, and I'll show you how to do it in Final Cut Pro, so you can do multiple cameras and multiple audio streams at the same time. Why would you want to do this? I do this mainly for redundancy. I feel like the Zoom H1N is the highest quality recorder I've got, so I get the best audio out of it. But I also had a situation recently where I was only filming with my camera audio, and it got messed up, and I had to reshoot my entire video. So now I've got two streams, well, three technically with the second camera, but I've got my camera recording decent audio through the Synco mic I've got plugged in, and my Zoom H1N. And yeah, really we want to get it both synced up nice and easily in Final Cut. It's a very quick process, very simple, and it gets us the best quality audio that we can, and also obviously we've got our redundancy option. So another reason you might want to do this, lots of people, they have USB audio mics. So these are actually great beginner mics. Like I have a Rode NT USB Mini that gets really nice audio. These USB mics, they're great versatile mics. You can use it for podcasts, etc. So if that's your best quality mic, obviously you can't plug that straight into your camera. So you want to have a way to sync the audio up. And like I said, this is a really easy way. So let's not waste any more time. We'll get straight into it. Okay, so first we want to import our footage. So we've got two files here. Let's drag it to the desktop for now. Obviously, I'm not going to make you sit and watch the transfer indicator. So you can kind of rename these as maybe A1 and A2, just so you know which ones. Never mind, I just realized that this is the secondary camera. So you can call them B1 and B2, just to make it easier when you get into Final Cut. So next, memory card. Same thing again. So one thing that's good if you're going to be recording things on multiple devices is make sure that all your dates and times are synced up. That just makes it easier when you're trying to find the files to make sure that you've got everything in the right order. So we can call these ones A1 and A2. So now we just need our audio files. Okay, so let's just get our audio. Okay, and now we're good to go. So we want to get Final Cut Pro open. Do your normal setup process. We'll get a new library open. We'll call it audio sync test. Let's import all of our media. So I'm just going to show you on the secondary clips that I've made. So do A2, B2, and the audio, second audio. Let's do a new project. Leave it untitled for now. So you don't actually have to do the new project step at first, but whatever. So you can see that I'm playing back the first clip now. So that's me clapping for sync. Okay, so I always do it with the main clip and the main audio. So you click the main clip, hold down Command, click the audio. So you want to click on clip and then synchronize clips. And you want to make sure you use audio for synchronization is ticked, and disable audio components on AV clips. So what that does, it turns off the audio from the camera and just uses your higher quality audio. Then just click OK. And it's done pretty much instantly. Then you've got a nice synced up clip. So this is my test clip for syncing for audio. So I don't know if you can hear it, but it's synced up a lot better. I'll leave the exported clip in the timeline as well. So now that we've synced the audio to our main clip, we want to set up the multicam. So you click your main clip, hold down Command, click your secondary camera angle, and right click it and just click New Multicam Clip. You can call it whatever you want, and again you want to have Use Audio for Synchronization, and click OK. And again, it's done really quick. And now we can just drag it into our timeline, and we have multiple angles now to look at. So the way we'll test it, we can look at the claps on both. So obviously at the moment you can only see one of the angles, but if you go over to View and change it to Angles, now that we've got the angles open, we can see that it's all synced together, and we can choose quite easily which one we want. So let's watch it a bit. So this is my test clip for syncing. So now I want to move over to B2, so I paused it and done that. Audio and video in Final Cut Pro. Now I want to move back to A. And one thing you did notice that when we went to B, it switched the audio to B. So I'm just going to change the active audio angle back to A2 because that's got the better quality audio. Now let's just watch it back. So this is my test clip for syncing audio and video in Final Cut Pro. And there you go. That's nice and synced up. So what I'll do is I'll cut all that nonsense out, and I'll export this, and then I'll add it in so you can see it properly, switching between the different angles and using the main audio. So we'll just call this synced clip. So this is my test clip for syncing audio and video in Final Cut Pro. And that's it really. So as you can see, this is really easy and fast to do. It lets you do some cool things like use different camera angles. You might want to do this if you're doing an unboxing. You can have one camera on the product, one camera on yourself. The options are limitless really. And like I said, it gives you a few different options for your audio. If one of your audio recorders fails, the other one can come in. So for example, my microphone that I'm using at the moment, the one that's plugged into my camera and the Zoom actually, they're both battery operated. I probably wouldn't notice if one of the batteries died during the recording. Now I've got two streams. I can hopefully both of them won't die at the same time, and then I've got one backed up basically all the time. Before I found this feature, I was manually trying to sync things up with the audio waves, and it used to take ages, and sometimes things would go out of sync, and it was just a really annoying, painful process. So this has speeded up my workflow loads, and I wish that I'd bothered to take the time when I first got Final Cut Pro to look it up. The main thing to remember really, whenever you get started, just give it a nice little and that will help you sync everything up. So if you enjoyed this video and you learned something from it, give me a like and subscribe. That would really help me out, and let me know in the comments. I'm not an expert on Final Cut Pro by any means, but if there's anything that you want help with that I can try and figure out, let me know in the comments, and I'll try and include those in future videos. Thanks guys, and I'll catch you in the next one.